to Sunday, July 21st, 2019. I am really in such an off mood today. I hope this reading goes well. You know, when you have those times where people are just that you're involved with, whether it be loved ones, children, partners, whoever, when they're just very difficult to deal with. So you get in that kind of mood, but then like someone else will do something really amazing and just make you feel like so great, but they're kind of an acquaintance or maybe even a stranger. So even though it's great, it doesn't like change like your life or what's going on or whatnot. And you're so grateful that you had that person say those nice things, but yet the people that you love are really pushing your buttons. Okay, so I decided I'm going to do this reading because I know what's going on in retrograde right now, and I know everyone is in absolute turmoil in one fashion or another. So I decided this reading is for that. So if you're watching this, this read is for you specifically, including me. This will be for me as well, be for all of us. And boy, oh boy. So I'm starting out with the numerology guidance cards. I'm all about numerology. I really focus on that. More, we got a bunch jumping out here today. More so than even tarot. The numbers just really speak to me. Okay, let me get my glasses on here so I can see. 96, forgiveness. Okay, so as I was just saying, how we're all just in absolute turmoil and we're being challenged by those we love and care about and the world itself. It's very difficult to have forgiveness in your heart when you're being so heavily weighted down and challenged by everything. It's really easy to forgive those that are like, I'm so sorry, I love you so much, I just wish, it's easy to forgive that. What's not easy is to forgive, well, it's your fault, I don't care, nah, nah, nah. Well, I hope you do suffer. That's where forgiveness comes in. And this is, big time. So 9 being awakenings and 6 being caregiver. Oh boy. And then if we add them together, it's 15. So you have 1 and 5. So you have powerful or primal force. And you have 5, which is challenge, conflict, chaos. And then 1 and 5 is 6, which is nurturing. So in the midst of the primal force 1 and the chaos 5, you need to be nurturing, forgiveness, and awakening. You need to be awakened to the fact that you need to be a caretaker, forgiveness. Not only that, but if you look at 96, look at that 96. It's like yin and yang, but instead of being, how do I do this? Yin and yang, it's kind of like, you see what I mean? So it's not so much yin and yang as it is, back to back on that one. So that's a message. Yeah. I needed to practice forgiveness a little earlier today, and I'm a little too heated to put that into effect. So I turned my daughter's phone off. So, but, it's tough love. Sometimes, you give someone 20 chances to fix things. They don't want to fix it, and then they have to deal with the consequence of their actions, right? Okay, personal growth. So 7 being crossroads, seeking the seeker, personal growth. So in order to personally grow, we start with forgiveness, obviously. Next we have synchronicity. Okay, well, that makes sense. In order to forgive, to get personal growth, you have to forgive. So you have to put things into sequence. So that makes a lot of sense. We have 8, which is a balance of power, and then 7. So this 7, this personal growth, synchronicity, so a balance of power, you'd have synchronicity. So an 8 and 7 is 15, unless I forgot how to add, right? Because if it was a 9, it'd be 16. So yes, 15. So again, with the 15, like back over here, 1 and 5, 15, and then 6. So we're back to 6. So see how it's going across? See how these are all connected? And these were chosen at random. Okay. Oh. And there you have it. So 6, care and nurturing, love. Boy, oh boy, they really spelled these out for you, don't they? Okay, try to get them all in frame. Now, do you notice this pattern? So we have forgiveness and love. See the blue? Forgiveness and love, calm, soothing. The middle, we have power, the power color of purple. That's why the royals and the kings and queens always wore purple. It's a very power color. So in order to have power, you need to have personal growth and synchronicity. If you want to have chaos with power, you don't have that. If you want to have calm and joyful and gentle, then you have that added with that, and then you get balance. 93, happy ending. So we have the 9 again, so awakening, and 3 is communication. So you need to have the awakening and the communication, and also 3 is collaboration. It's creative, it's, creative child. 3 to me always represents the sun, the sunshine. So it's funny because this is yellow, because if you think about it, if you have happiness, you have good communication, you have respectful collaboration. Everyone's being creative and working together, and you have synchronicity, and you have personal growth, and you have love, and you have forgiveness. So whenever I see yellow, first of all, in tarot, yellow is you. When you see the yellow card in Rider-Waite, when it pops up, it's specifically saying you. So it's not about the other person. It's not representing another person. It's whatever that card represents is saying that this is what you're doing, what you're feeling, what's happening. It's you. So happy ending. So right now, you are really requiring happiness, and you need this conflict to end, and you need it to end happily. So all the stuff that's going on, it can't end badly, because ending badly is not an option. That's what all this is saying. It's not an option. So 9 and 3 is 12, and 12 is primal, and then 2 is partnership. So a primal partnership. So this is a partnership that's beyond a boyfriend, a girlfriend, fleeting friends. This is as a soul dynamic. So, a best friend for life, a soulmate, a child, husband, wife, this is an intense person, that too. And then it equals 3. 1 and 2 obviously is 3. So we go back to the 3 again. And health. Now, this being in red is like, whenever you see red, what do you think? Whoop, warning, whoop, stop. Okay, there's health. There's a health concern. There's a health concern here. All this stress. Boo, warning, warning. Danger, Will Robinson. Okay, that just shows how old I am right there, because if you're not 40 or over, you're going to have no idea what I just said. If you're 40 or over, you know exactly what I just said. So that's our little inside secret. Warning, Will Robinson, warning. Health, 71.7, Crossroads, Seeker, 1, Primal Force. So together, 8. Going back over here to 8, Synchronicity. Okay? Look where that card is, right there, 8. Do you see why I feel that numerology is could be even more powerful than tarot? Numerology and tarot together packs a punch, because tarot is amazing and super powerful as well. Together, it's, there's a lot of influence you can put into tarot of your own thoughts and your own thing. With numerology, it's set in stone. So there's no interpretation, let's say. This is not interpreted. This is what this is. Boom. Specific. And if you're watching this and none of this resonates with you, then it doesn't apply to you. It's that simple. You just randomly came across a video and watched it for no reason. And, hey, I guess that could happen. I don't believe that. I don't believe in coincidences. Here's what I do believe in. It may not pertain to you at this moment, but it might pertain to you tomorrow. Keep that in mind. Okay, now we're going to move over to astrology. Okay, boy. Okay, they're just flying out the deck today. All right, I normally only pull one or two, but fire. Okay, we have 23. So 2 is knowing, and 3 again with the communication. Is that not in focus? No. Communication, collaboration. 2 and 3 is 5. 5 getting back to the chaos and changes and challenges. It's a fire sign. So we've got Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So there you go. Now that doesn't mean this can't apply to anybody who's not those things. Could be the person you're dealing with has those things. Could just be their energy. So you apply this however it goes, but that's what the card says right there. Fire energy. And in astrology, those are your 3 fire signs. And we have 23. So know the communication, okay, or the collaboration with this creative individual. And then look what we have here. So again, we have, I told you this reminds me of anyway, we'll keep moving. I'm running out of time. So we have Libra 7 crossroads, seeker. And we have Libra, what I talk about. What did I just get done talking about and saying? Balance. 8, balance of power. 8, balance of power. There's your balance of power right there. So there's your 7. So right here, personal growth requires a balance of power. If one person is doing all the work and this scales all the way down here, and the other person is doing none of the work, okay, and that scales way up here, it's completely unbalanced. So how is this person over here supposed to feel about this person when they're carrying the load, they're doing all the work, and this person just sits there and watches and doesn't care? There's no way this person can feel unaffected. And if they sacrifice and do the work and carry the weight to take care of this person who sits there and lets the other person suffer and doesn't react, that's an imbalance of power. That's an imbalance of everything. And then we get all this chaos and challenges and conflict. I couldn't remember the word. Man, when you get old, you just can't think anymore. Okay, so there's that. Next, we have Pluto, transformation. 22, we have a starseed number. You never add double numbers together. They are what they are, and they're just more impactful. So we have transformation. Someone has definitely been left out in the cold here. When we talk about this imbalance over here, okay, remember the analogy that I just gave? This one's doing all the work. This one's just sitting there watching. Okay, this person feels ice, like this person here is just, this is who they are. Just cold as ice. Cold as ice. You know, if they do care, they're certainly not showing it, and they're certainly not acting on it. This transformation, this has to change. This has to change. This cannot remain this anymore. It can't. It has to change. So forgiveness, you know, could be forgiveness on both sides here, but bottom line is, if someone's doing all the work and carrying on the load, well, you know, even if they don't react to it well, you know, you want them that person's supposed to be the forgiving person. Well, what about this person over here that's sitting here not doing nothing, sitting on their butt? You know, you're going to get mad at this person for not reacting well to it. You know, and this person over here is probably forgiven this person 100 times. And this person cannot forgive, cannot move on. This person is stubborn, hard-headed, self-centered, selfish. There's no synchronicity. There's no love. There's no personal growth. There's no forgiveness right now. Right now, a happy ending has to happen. This has to transform. Okay? Because if not, this is bad. This is, this right here, this person here that's doing all the work and carrying the load, this person's going to break. Their health is going to plummet. This is a red flag. Literally. If this doesn't transform to a happy ending, it's going to explode and someone's not going to come out well. Not at all. So this is when I do a numerology based reading. I also then come in and I follow it up with tarot. I come in with my tarot, but in this particular case, the cards gave me so many cards. Usually they'll give me one or two, and usually I'll get one or two of these. The spirit is telling me this is the read right here. This is the read. So I'm not going to be pulling tarot at this point because this is what it is. There's not much more that tarot can say at this point. Do you see where I'm at with that? So, yeah, this is tough. This is a tough one. This retrograde that we're in, this chaos that everyone's in right now. There's so much going on and so many people in so much trauma. So, including me. So this resonates with me as well as everybody else. And all I can say is I put out blessings. I wish everyone to deal with it the best they can. Take my personal advice because I needed to take it today and I didn't take my own advice. Learned a lesson from it. Take 3 deep breaths before you send a text, before you send an email, before you make a phone call. If someone says something to you in that moment, don't say something back. Stop. Take a breath. Take three breaths. Deep breaths. That gives you a good, a little over 3 seconds for your brain to go. Otherwise, you're going to go, blah, and whatever pops out, you can't take back. You can't get it back. You send a text, you can't get it back. You send an email, can't get it back. You send a messenger message, you can't get it back. You send snapshot, Instagram, tweet. I don't know. There's a million ways to communicate out there these days. And none of which of those allow you to pull back words out of your mouth. You can't pull them back. So I did that today. I said something, did something, and I'm like, well, yeah, am I justified? Yep. Did I do the right thing? Yeah. Did I have every reason to do what I did? Yeah. Do I feel a little bit bad about it now? A little bit. But, it is what it is. And doing what I did is probably the best thing, but, everything has consequences. It's going to make, it's like sparking that a little bit higher, pouring a little gasoline on the fire. But at the end of the day, you need to protect yourself. I can't be stuck with everything. So if you're going through this and you're going through that same thing, no, you're not alone. I'm not trying to talk about my own stuff here. I'm just simply letting you know you're not alone. Like, I'm going through it too. They're going through it. They're going through it. They're going through it. Talk to 3 people you know. Ask 3 people, hey, is your life going really great right now, or are you having some challenges? I guarantee you 3 out of 3 people will tell you, no, I'm going through some stuff. If I'm wrong, comment, let me know. Love to hear it. So, all I can say is blessings and pray that this circles back. Forgiveness is put out there. Love is put out there. I'm definitely sending that out to everybody else. I hope no one has to go through what I'm going through, but I know a lot of people already have and are still. And my heart goes out to you, and I wish joy and happiness comes your way in, light and high vibration under the golden circle of protection for us all, because we all need it. And we're all humans. We all make mistakes. And we all hurt from harmful words. And when you do stuff to people, there is a ripple effect, and it goes out and out and out, and it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. So those of you that are creating the chaos, you need to stop. You need to stop creating the chaos. The people that love you need you to stop. And if you love them, you need to own what you've done, and you need to be fully remorseful for it, and you need to ask for forgiveness. It's nice to ask and not just take. Don't just take it from somebody. Ask, can you please forgive me? And hopefully, if everyone starts to respect each other and treat each other a little better, then everything can heal and everything can end here. This is where we all want to be. So it takes all of this to get here. Have a really awesome Sunday.